What's up, everybody? We are live. I am RMI, CEO and founder of NEWFANS, and we have Young Miller in the building.
Yo, yo, what it do?
How you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing good. Just cooling, getting ready to work on my upcoming album. Drop a couple singles before then.
That's what's up. Before we get started, we're gonna go to the promo. All right, so you want to tell us about your album that's coming up?
Yeah, it's titled Miller's World 2. I dropped part one last year in May, and I'm gonna drop this one like the end of July, maybe August, something like that. But my first album, Miller's World 1, one of my songs went top 5 in Canada. I got my plaque for that. So people been hitting me up like they want part two. So I'm finally about to get in the studio and start cooking up part two with me and my team.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, how did you market your music to get that plaque on iTunes?
My marketing people, they just was like just sending my one single Lemonade out to like just different college stations in Canada and just running it up on iTunes for me. They just did a lot of promotion behind it, and then they sent us the information like, man, you number 5 on iTunes in Canada. I couldn't believe that. Then they was like, you eligible for a plaque. And my plaque, that went crazy.
So was it ads or was it like more so like content marketing?
Content, ads, a lot of ads, you know what I'm saying? You gotta definitely run them ads up. Um,
Mhm.
doing like email blasts with the links directly to the song where people, download it, buy it. So they was just doing a lot of that. They was just up all night just pushing that record for me.
Okay. So you said ads. Where was it? Like YouTube, Instagram,
Yeah, YouTube,
TikTok?
YouTube, Facebook. They did some TikTok stuff. Uh, did like a lot of like campaigns, getting articles and stuff about it. So
Yeah, I saw that. Um
like Hot
so
97 picked it up. So
yeah, I saw that the source. Which platform did you find was the most efficient as far as like ad spend? Was it YouTube? Was it Facebook? Was it TikTok?
I'm gonna say for me it was YouTube and Facebook, surprisingly, you know. But I got my TikTok. I don't really be active on that, but my team getting on me like, man, you gotta get active on all your social media. So this year I told myself I'm gonna, get active on TikTok, more Instagram posts, all that. So
How do you your new project? Are you going to be promoting it the same way, or are you going to use different strategies?
we gonna use a little of that strategy, but we gonna market it and promote it a different way this time. They like coming together with the plan and everything right now, so we gonna come at it a little different.
Well, can you tell us how did you get started?
Well, my relative is Master P. You know what I'm saying. So growing up, I moved with him when I was like 11, and just seeing him elevate and change the game and make histories. I'm like, man, this is what I want to do when I get older. So I stood on that and did that.
Yeah, Master P is definitely one of my idols, so that's dope.
Yeah.
Um so after that, which you started making like projects, or was the last
Yeah.
project your first project?
Yeah, that was like my first project on my own and like, really putting stuff out. But prior to that, like probably like around 2005 or whatever, me, Romeo, and our other cousins and Pete, other son, we did had a group called the Rich Boys. And we like debuted our video on 106 and Park and all that stuff like that. Um, that's how like, when I really, really started rapping around that time. And then my cousin Los, he got caught up in a situation, had to do prison, go to prison. He still in that free Los. So that kind of like, ended the group right there. And like Hurricane Katrina did too. Like we had a big tour lined up to hit the whole down south. And then Katrina hit in August and that just like messed everything up.
Okay. So when you got started, how did you find your beats? Where did you go to buy your beats?
We had like a lot of in-house producers, so we didn't have to go out and find no beats. Like we had like producers, like 5, 10 producers. That's how I got it now. Like I got a team just full of producers now. I don't never just go out and search for beats. I got like my go-to producers. I go to my brother Legendary Harry from Chicago. He send me beats every day. Then I got another producer from New York, Run It Up Donnie. And then my boy Burn One down in Florida. Like they all just send me beats every day. So, but I like listening to other people beats too, to see what they got to offer. But other than that, I really don't go searching for no beats because I already got a team of producers.
Nice. So back to your promotion. How much money per month do you spend as an independent artist?
Man, like we looked at it the other day. Last year in 2020, 2024, we spent like close to like 65,000. You know what I'm saying? You gotta You gotta really spend. If you independent, you gotta, really pay for stuff. Ain't no cutting corners when you independent. You might get love on certain stuff, but other than that, you gotta come out of pocket for everything. If you ain't got the bread personally, you get an investor. You know what I'm saying?
How did you know what to spend it on?
Man, I have a lot of mentors in the game. So like Flavor Flav, that's my big bro. I can call him anytime. But I just was asking mentors like what to do, and it was like the main thing is these ads, marketing and promoting. Like you know what I'm saying. Even if they hit, you send out that link, but that count as a stream, all that. You just got to know where to spend your money at. You can't just go out there wilding and spending the money. You know what I'm saying. You gotta put together a plan. Like we're gonna spend this much over here. We're gonna spend this much over here. We're gonna spend this there. You gotta really strategize when it come down to spending that money when you're independent.
Hello? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Nah, cause your screen had froze up.
Yes, I saw it. Sorry about that.
Nah, you good.
Um, so when you do you know how many fans you have?
Uh, damn, I just looked at that. It's a thing you get. Probably have close to like solid, like maybe 75,000 fans, something like that.
Do you have their email addresses, phone numbers, and names?
I'm about to get all that back going. Like my old label that I was with, like we split apart, so they like took down my old website that had like all that data in it. So really, I'm just not building over, but I got my new website coming up, and I'm about to grab all that data back.
Is it a Shopify website?
Is it a who?
Shopify? Who are you using?
I don't know yet. We haven't even got my domain and none of that yet. We like in the middle about to get all that done. But I don't know who we gonna go through.
Dope, dope. New fans, the app, we actually help with that. You could create offers on the app, whether it's merch, events, or just music, or a bundle of things. You could offer those things either for free, pay what you want, or at a price that you choose. And when a customer interacts with you and your profile and buy something from you, or even download something for free, you get the data. So that's like an option if you weren't aware about it. We actually are in the testing phase, but I just wanted to let you know
Yeah, for
about,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got to talk offline about that. That sound cool for sure.
How often are you putting out music? Like, what is your release strategy?
Man, like I said, when I was on my old label, like they was just holding me and other artists back. So like I'm gonna say like 2024, the craziest I went, just dropping music every other month. But now this year I'm gonna be more consistent. I'm trying to like drop a single every month and content behind it. Sometimes shoot a video. Other than that, just shoot content and chop it up. Cause like one of my mentors was telling me the other day, it's like really all about that content now. He was like, rappers, you're a rapper, but now you got to add content creator to your name too. Because it's really all about content. As soon as you get on Instagram or something else, what's popping up? Content, rails. So I got to get back and get in my zone and start doing more of that stuff. So I'm on it though. 2025.
Yeah, definitely. And I love the fact that you also could get paid with their content, TikTok, YouTube. So, I mean, that's just another stream of revenue or income. Um, what current offers do you have for your fans? Like, are you offering merch, events?
Yeah, we I'm getting my merch line together. I got to look at the final designs for my shirts and my hats and all the merch. And then we trying to put together and do like a Miller's World festival and like have people open up. So we got a lot of big plans this year for me, man. So I'm just trying to give back to the fans and get the merch because everybody be asking me about merch. So like I say, we finally getting all that stuff in order.
Yeah, that's dope because I see artists, some artists, they complain about the streaming revenue, but they're not offering anything else. You know, it's one thing to rely on streaming, but it's another to actually take control of your product and release. Like you said, your merch line. Is there any other streams of income that that's coming in for you that you can share?
Uh, I had a vape deal, with the marijuana thing. I had my logo on it, and so that was like my stream of income right there.
Mhm.
Now, I part ways, so now I'm about to find somebody else to go with, and now I'm gonna get into the flowers, the CBD, vapes again. So I like that side of things too. That's pretty dope. I'm out in the West Coast, so it's big on smoking out here.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great idea. Doing brand deals or sponsorships with other brands and just putting, your name or logo on it and just getting like was it like royalty you was getting from it?
Yeah, royalties. Yep, they like the guy he put up, the bread to get everything made and all that stuff. I think he put up probably like 100 racks for that. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And I got my portion, and of course he got what he got. So to make his bread back and more. So
I you definitely must have a strong team behind you because I like, all the strategies you listed so far, and you're hitting definitely the points that, you know, obviously led to the success you're having right now. Even on Instagram, I see you have hundreds of thousands of followers. What advice do you have to grow your social media?
just nowadays you gotta stay active and stay in people face and create content that attract people to want to follow you, and wake up in the morning want to see what you post, go to sleep they want to see what you post with, what I'm saying. So you just gotta pretty much just stay in people faces with great content, and man, you're gonna get your followers for sure. And I learned, I got a song I did with Tech Nine back in 2018. And like when I went down there to shoot the video, like Travis, his business partner that owns Strange Music with him, like we shot the video at their warehouse, and like he gave me a tour of the warehouse, and it was just crazy. Like seeing all they got their own machines, they got their own trucks, like they make millions of dollars off their merch at shows and stuff, and that just like inspiring to see all that you did. So that's why I'm like taking that from that experience and like, man, we gotta apply that too, because believe it or not, a lot of artists make more money off their merch than
Mhm.
their streams. You did. So you get you a good merch line, you get it booming, you gonna make some bread off that. That's another way to get income to all the upcoming independent artists. You ain't gonna start off getting that bread from the streams like that. So you gotta find other ways to make money, and merch is definitely one of the key ways for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I see that. That's why we're adding it onto the app. Um and drop shipping. Oh, how do you feel about drop shipping?
That's cool too. I'm my team be getting into all that, then they slowly tell me about it. But drop shipping
Yeah.
dope too. That's dope.
Yeah, I like drop shipping because you don't have to take on the economic pressure of, buying 100 shirts and selling them.
Right.
You can just, as the orders come in, that's when, the merch goes out. So it's easier for the artist to not put a financial burden on them from the jump. So that's why I like
Right.
drop shipping.
And you'll just have like a gang of merch just everywhere. So drop ship is smart. You did. Like you say,
Exactly.
get made as you go. Because you don't want to just go buy 100 t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that just yet. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
the goal,
Hang on
the
the side.
goal is too. The goal is to build that merch up when you get your own warehouse, and you know what I'm saying, your own print machines, and that's the whole goal to that merch. And it can happen if you strategize and sell your merch right. It has some eye catching logos, different little sayings. People love that type of stuff. You just got to know how to make your merch, man.
Yeah. And you're right. It's about having a message behind your brand, and having a brand to begin with. What about you? Like what is your message?
Like my brand, like we started the label DMG Music Group, and
Mhm.
then like somebody was asking me, this is gonna be DMG? Like, what's the DMG stand for?" And I really ain't have an answer. And I was like, dang. And then I thought about it, you know what I'm saying? And then now it's DMG stands for Defining My Greatness. So that's my whole message behind DMG, you did?
Yeah, I love that. I love that because if it's a strong message that people could follow behind and understand, they'll definitely, support it, especially if they're going through the same thing behind the message. I think there was this rapper, he came out with a song about depression, and that song blew up because there's so many, you know, uh, young adults um, dealing with depression, and because of that message, they supported that artist. So it's important to connect with your fans and with that message, and definitely with your grind. There's plenty of entrepreneurs out there who wants like a boost. That's why, like, Money Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he always talk about entrepreneurship, and just messages that connect with your fans. um so you said you have 75,000 fans. Um, where are they located? Do you know if they're mostly in the US or?
I have a lot in the US, Argentina, Canada, London, Paris, the Netherlands, and then like Australia for sure. Cause I have an artist that's under me in Australia, so he pump us hard over there. I'm actually going out there this summer to do my first show over there. Think we flying out in like I think it's in June, so I'm gonna be over there in Australia for like a couple days. I can't wait to do that.
Oh, that's dope. So not only are you an independent artist who have been signed before, but you also sign an artist as well. How many artists do you have?
Man, tell you the truth, I have like 5 artists under me. I got like my boy Crying from Australia. I got the homie LA Lil T from LA. Um, I got my boy Surf. He from Portland. Um, Jones. He from Detroit, and then I believe he from Kentucky. So
Wow.
yeah, so yeah, we and my brother, legendary Harry. You know what I'm saying? I can't forget about him. He signed under the production team for DMG Production. And then my boy Run It Up Donnie, he under the production team too. And I'm still working things, trying to figure out how to bring Burn One on the team too. So like I got a whole team, man. Like you gotta get you you gotta get a team like everybody believe, not you know what I'm saying? That person just half believe. Like if you get a team and everybody believe and you can listen to advice from your bro and all that, man, you gonna win for sure. Everybody have to believe though, man. Can't have nobody in the team that's not believing in you.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that as well. Everyone on my team, they've been with me before I thought about an app, when it was just a message, and
Right.
you know, we knew what we wanted to do with it, and we just ran with it. So yeah, I agree with you 100% about that. How do you find, for artists who don't have a team, how do you find people who believe in you?
Man, your family, you might have a cousin, talk to your cousin, let him know the vision. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll believe in you. You can start there and then you can slowly build a team, you know, find you a manager, find you a publicist, you know what I'm saying? Sit down with your homies, like let them know what's the vision. You know what I'm saying? If they all on board and really believe 100%, you're gonna be all right, man. Can't have no doubters in the group. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta believe. So that's the way I do it. If I ain't have no team and nobody to believe in me, I go find it. You know what I'm saying? I explain my vision so cold that they gonna believe definitely at the end of the day. But just go out there and build your team, man, and just make sure they believe in you 100%, man.
Dope, dope. And the last question I have is, um, what do you see yourself in 3 years? What's your plan as far as your own career and then with your label?
With my career, I see myself, you know, making big hits, touring, and just, you know, making history. You know what I'm saying? Making my mark in the game. And then for my label, you know, I feel like I'm gonna be like my fam, you know, at one of the biggest labels ever. You know what I'm saying? You know, we come from New Orleans, so you know, P and Birdman, that's the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? So God willing, I'm gonna have a label popping like no limit in cash money. You know what I'm saying? That's the people we looked up to coming up for sure.
Dope, dope.
I'm gonna have one of the biggest labels for sure. I know I am.
Yeah, I mean, 5 artists already, and with your own individual success, I see nothing but success in your future. And I really appreciate you sharing some gems with us tonight. Definitely keep in touch,
For sure.
and hopefully we can have you back on here once your next project comes out so we can talk more about it.
For sure. I love to come back and I appreciate you for having me.
No problem.
For
Thank
sure.
you.